Greatness, the very word stirs something deep inside. It's a word that echoes in history books, whispered in the stories of legends, carried in the dreams of every person who has ever wanted to matter. But when most people hear the word of greatness, they immediately push it away as if it belongs to someone else, as if it is a mountain reserved only for the giants of the past, the prodigies of the present, or the extraordinary few who were somehow chosen at birth. But that belief is a lie. Greatness is not a gift handed out to the lucky. It is not a rare jewel found only by the privileged. It is not fate, destiny, or chance. Greatness is far more ordinary and far more demanding. It does not arrive wrapped in lightning. It is built brick by brick in silence. Greatness is not about waiting for the perfect opportunity. It's about creating opportunities when none exist. It's not about being noticed by the world. It's about becoming undeniable through relentless effort. It doesn't arrive overnight, and it doesn't announce itself with trumpets. It begins in small choices, in quiet moments, in the decision to rise when everything around you tells you to stay down. So why do so many people never taste it? Because they've been trained to believe that greatness is unreachable, that it's something mythical reserved for others. And when you believe it's unreachable, you never even start the climb. But the truth is this: greatness is not a destination. It is not a place you arrive at. Greatness is a way of living, a way of showing up, a way of refusing to accept less than what you are capable of becoming. One of the biggest lies about greatness is that it's about a single moment, a medal, a trophy, a standing ovation, the applause of a crowd. Too often, people confuse greatness with recognition, as though being seen is the same as being great. But greatness is not a spotlight. It is a fire that burns regardless of whether anyone is watching. If greatness were only about the end result, then the countless hours of struggle would be meaningless. But they are not meaningless, they are the very essence of greatness. The sweat before dawn, the failures that break you, the lessons learned in silence, the resilience built in solitude, these are greatness. The world may only see the peak, but the climb is what defines it. Greatness is not about arriving at a finish line. Because here is the truth: there is no finish line. Every achievement, every milestone simply opens the door to the next challenge. Those who think greatness ends with a moment of glory quickly find themselves empty once the applause fades. But those who understand the deeper truth, the ones who know that greatness is the relentless pursuit, not the final applause, those are the ones who continue to rise higher, even when they already stand above others. It is not about winning once. It is about becoming the kind of person who wins again and again, not because of the reward, but because the pursuit itself has become their nature. Greatness is not about chasing recognition. It is about becoming undeniable in your craft, unshakable in your resilience, and unstoppable in your commitment. The first misconception then is dangerous: the belief that greatness is a destination, something you reach and then rest upon. But greatness is not a resting place. It is a restless spirit, a continual becoming, an endless pursuit of more, not because the world demands it, but because your own soul refuses to settle. Discipline is the soil where greatness takes root. Talent may be the seed, potential may be the sunlight, but without the steady nourishment of discipline, nothing grows. People often marvel at extraordinary achievements, but they rarely see the discipline that sustains them, the daily grind, the invisible repetitions, the sacrifices no one applauds. Discipline is the decision to act not just when inspiration strikes, but especially when it doesn't. Anyone can work when they feel motivated, but greatness belongs to those who work when they are exhausted, uninspired, and tempted to give in. It's easy to show up on the days when everything flows. The test of discipline is showing up on the days when every fiber of your body screams to quit. Think about it. Motivation is fragile. It comes and goes like the wind. If greatness relied only on motivation, it would be fleeting. But discipline is steady. It anchors you when the storms come. It keeps you moving forward when your emotions try to drag you backward. It doesn't care how you feel in the moment. It cares about the standard you set for yourself. Discipline is not glamorous. It is not celebrated in the moment. It looks like routine, repetition, and restraint. It is choosing to practice one more hour, write one more page, push through one more set, study one more chapter, even when no one is watching. It is saying no to distractions, no to excuses, no to the easy path. And while the world sees discipline as restriction, those who understand greatness see it as freedom. Because discipline frees you from regret. It frees you from mediocrity. It frees you from the prison of wasted potential. What most people don't realize is that discipline creates identity. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you are not just achieving a task, you are becoming a person who keeps promises. Every time you push through discomfort, you are not just finishing a workout, you are becoming the kind of person who does not quit. Over time, discipline does more than build habits. It builds character. It reshapes who you are at the deepest level. And here's the paradox. Discipline feels hard in the moment, but over time, it makes life easier. Neglect feels easy in the moment, but over time, it makes life harder. Discipline is the price you pay today to buy freedom tomorrow. Neglect is the comfort you choose today that steals your freedom tomorrow. The question is not whether discipline is costly. It is. The real question is whether you are willing to pay now for pay far more later in the form of regret. Greatness, then, is never the product of a single burst of effort. It is the product of disciplined action repeated over and over again, long enough to compound into something extraordinary. One disciplined day may not change your life, but 1,000 disciplined days will. That is the hidden math of greatness. Consistency multiplied by time equals legacy. So if you want greatness, do not wait for inspiration. Do not pray for luck. Do not chase shortcuts. Build discipline. Build it slowly, build it daily, build it ruthlessly. Because once discipline becomes who you are, greatness cannot be kept from you. Greatness does not come to those who are merely interested. It does not come to the ones who dabble, who have commit, who treat their dreams like hobbies. Greatness belongs to the obsessed. To those who immerse themselves so deeply in their pursuit that it becomes inseparable from their identity. Obsession is the spark that turns effort into mastery, repetition into excellence, and vision into reality. Interest fades, excitement dies, enthusiasm comes and goes, but obsession endures. Obsession is the force that drags you out of bed before sunrise. It's the voice that refuses to let you rest when you know there's more inside you to give. It's the fire that keeps burning when everyone else has walked away, satisfied with the good enough. Obsession is not casual, it is consuming. It does not ask for permission. It takes over your focus, your habits, your very heartbeat. Many people fear obsession because the world tells them to stay balanced, to play it safe, to avoid going too far. But greatness does not live in balance, it lives in extremes. No one has ever built a legacy by being moderate. Those who change the game, those who redefine what's possible, those who etch their names into history, every one of them was obsessed. They studied when others rested. They worked when others played. They sacrificed what others refused to give. And because of that, they achieved what others could only dream. Obsession is not about being reckless. It is about being relentlessly focused. It is about locking your attention onto a vision so clearly that everything else bends around it. While others are distracted by noise, the obsessed are sharpening their craft. While others chase shortcuts, the obsessed are mastering fundamentals. While others waste time, the obsessed are building futures. And here's the hidden truth. Obsession is what transforms ordinary hours into extraordinary results. 1 hour of distracted effort is nothing compared to 1 hour obsessed focus. Obsession squeezes out every drop of potential from the time you are given. It transforms minutes into mastery and days into destiny. But obsession is not just about work. It is about alignment. When you are obsessed, your habits, your choices, your environment, your energy all align in one direction. You stop living divided. You stop fighting against yourself. Every part of you moves with a singular purpose. In that unity, you find a power most people never touch. Of course, obsession has a cost. It will demand sacrifices, late nights, lonely paths, misunderstood choices. People may call you extreme. They may label you obsessive. They may not understand. But history has never remembered the ones who lived comfortably. It remembers the ones who lived consumed by a mission larger than themselves. So the question is not whether obsession is too much. The real question is, can greatness be achieved without it? And the answer is clear, it cannot. Because greatness is not born from half efforts and lukewarm obsession. The unshakable, unstoppable, unrelenting obsession that will not quit until the vision becomes reality. If discipline lays the foundation, obsession builds the fire. And once that fire is lit, nothing, not doubt, not failure, not fear can put it out. No matter how much talent, discipline, or obsession you carry, the path to greatness will break you. It will test you, humiliate you, and strip you down to your core. And this is where most people stop. Not because they lack ability, but because they lack resilience. Resilience is the unseen force that separates those who taste greatness from those who abandon the pursuit. Failure is not an accident on the road to greatness. It is the road itself. You will fail, and not once. You will stumble, fall, and sometimes crash so hard you question why you ever started. But greatness is not about avoiding failure. It is about refusing to let failure define you. Resilience is the strength to rise again when defeat has knocked the air from your lungs. Think about it. The world celebrates victories, but it is the losses that shape the victors. Every great person has a graveyard of failures buried behind them. Dreams that didn't work out, plans that collapsed, opportunities missed. But resilience is what transforms those failures from dead ends into stepping stones. Where others see rejection, the resilient see redirection. Where others see collapse, the resilient see foundation. Where others stop, the resilient continue. Resilience is not built in comfort. It is built in adversity, in the storms of life that tear at you until you feel you have nothing left. It is forged in moments of despair when hope seems like a distant memory. And yet resilience whispers, it. Not here, not like this. It is the quiet courage to try again, to rebuild, to believe when everything around you says it's over. But resilience is more than bouncing back. It's about bouncing forward. It's not simply returning to where you were before. It's emerging stronger, wiser, sharper. Resilience refines you. It teaches you lessons success never could. It carves humility into your character. It strips away illusions and hardens your will. Resilience does not just help you endure pain, it transforms pain into fuel. And here's the